Okay, before we look at today's app of the day, I thought it would just be worthwhile looking at some Year 6 SATs paper questions that I think this app really supports. Every year there's always a question involving angles and triangles, and the last 2-3 years have been no exception. Here are some questions around that. So the first one here, the children have to identify which of these triangles has got a right angle, so they're going to have to know and be very familiar with a right angle. That's not too bad. Moving on. This one a bit harder. Children have to recreate that quadrilateral using a protractor and being able to draw those angles accurately. So they're going to have to be able to, first of all, draw that 75-degree angle, but be able to measure the other two angles at the top of the shape there. So for this one, they're really going to have grounded within them a good working knowledge of what different angles look like. Otherwise that shape's not going to be drawn accurately and they will lose the marks. This one here, they're going to have to draw another line and again show a right angle. It gets a bit harder with this one. This is a level 6 question. So what they have to do here is recreate a different triangle, but this time they're going to have to make sure that they've drawn only one angle that's 45 degrees, but then of course they'll have to have the knowledge that the other two angles together with that 45-degree angle will add up to 180 degrees. So each of these questions really do require the children to have a good knowledge of angles and what the quantity of an angle and the quantity of angles on a circle and in a triangle actually look like. So I'm going to show you an app which I think really helps with that. Banana Hunt. Banana Hunt comes from Interactive Resources. They've been around really since the dawn of whiteboards, and I must recommend Maths Pack 1, 2, 3, Teaching Time, Teaching Fractions, all those great CD-based products which are brilliant on a whiteboard and really help the children to visualize concepts such as shape and symmetry and number bonds and things like that. So it's really good now to see them bringing out some apps, and Banana Hunt's one that I've used to consolidate and introduce children to fractions and just angles, and just how big or small an angle actually is and looks like. So let's just demonstrate this to you. A bit of a warning and maybe a bit rusty on this. Okay, here we go. So at the minute we can see that the monkey's positioned at 90 degrees, and we can talk about 90 and 180 and all the way around to 360. It's a great way of doing that and visualizing angles. What I've got to do is look for angles at 13 degrees. So I'm going to bring him right down to 0 and just move him up ever so slightly and see how close we are to 13 degrees. Brilliant. Okay, I was at 10 degrees. And we can keep going through looking for more bananas. Let's go to 332. There's 180, 270. Let's go all the way up to 360 and just come back and see how close we are to 332. Fingers crossed. Okay, not too bad. We were at 328. Now, if we were at 332, we would have found 10 bananas. Okay, and the more children use this, the greater accuracy they get. Okay, so this for me is the key app really for angles. This is Banana Hunt from Interactive Resources, and it is today's app of the day.